Right, just a quick video that might help somebody else. This is a 2010 2-litre diesel Mini Cooper, 4-wheel drive, and diagnostic wise, if I can get out the sun, right, there are no engine faults at the moment, but basically the car dies and it says that injectors are shorted to ground. Now, number 4, number 3, number 2, number 1. This one is shorted to ground. Or was. I zoom in there, you can just make out the brake. I'll try and steady it a minute. You can just make out the brake in the cable. And what it was actually doing was it was tucked up underneath this fuel injector pipe, high pressure fuel feed, and it kills the car. So I'll demonstrate that now. I'll just put a clamp on there, and then I'll touch this just like it would be if it was, let me zoom out, if it was running, and just get it in the right place. It's a bit awkward. There you go. So then of course the area that flags up, if I just, right, I've got to try and get out of the, how do you get out of the sun? It's bleeding impossible. Right, let's go back inside. I'll show you the fault code that comes up. Right, let's do a scan now. I'm sorry for the reflections, but anyway, you can see the DDE faults come up straight away, and what it'll say is that there is an activation issue of the fuel injectors. You can also see the old doobies come up on there. Right, just let that finish. Okay, so that's done. We go in there. Get in there, please. Right, read codes. And it'll say the injectors. Okay, so you can see there, that's the code 004B94. And then when we actually have a look at what that means, you can see that it says injectors 1, 2, 3, 4 activation, and the DDO control unit detects a short circuit when activating the fuel injectors. And as you can see there, it says that it's checked once per camshaft rotation, and at the bottom it says inspect the plugs and the lines for the fuel injectors. If lines and plugs are okay, then replace the DDE, which makes sense because the injectors will be driven directly by the DDE. Now, if I now try and start the car, she's dead to the world. Okay, so we'll just come out of there and I'll erase codes. So yes to that. Okay, they've been erased. Just say okay. I'll read codes again. There aren't any, and now it'll start. There we go. So if your car diesel refuses to start, be sure to check the condition of the wiring loom. Now, why does it happen? Well, these wires are actually quite stiff and they end up getting tucked down there when the rubber cover is on top of this. And of course this one has been so close that it's been chaffing here and it's worn through. You also notice there's quite a bit of distortion on the plug there. It's almost like this plug's been twisted around a few times, possibly in the past, to stop the cables touching this, which is a bit of a shame. But the other thing is the waterproofing has gone there because, where is it? Because I think, well, I'm just not sure. I don't know whether I like the way they look there. I'm probably just making that up as I go along. But you can clearly see the damage just there. Anyway, with a bit of luck, that'll help somebody. All I'm going to do now is insulate that, and job's a good one until the next one fails. But I'm going to actually upgrade them by putting some nylon braid over them where I can, just that it helps this guy out. Okay, cheers.